Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be doing a video combining week 10 and week 11. I am not quite week 11 yet. I will be, because my due date keeps bouncing back between dates, between Wednesday and Thursday is when I transition my weeks. So it's Tuesday today, so I hope you don't mind. I'm going to be doing a combined video. As you can tell, my hair is up in a messy bun. I have hardly any makeup on. That just sort of describes this last week, and it's just, I have felt terrible. I have not been feeling well. I've been extremely sick this week. I've barely gotten out of bed. And so, anyways, I am barely making this video. So, I am glad that I am feeling well enough today to make this video, but there's definitely a lot to cover. Last week I made my video, I believe, want to say it was on a Monday, but after I made the video, literally just minutes after, the video wasn't even uploaded on YouTube yet, and my son was taking a nap, and I went to go get him up, because he was awake, and I went in there to pick him up, and I just felt this feeling like something came out down there, and it felt, the best way to describe it was like when you first start your period for the month, and it felt like blood, and of course that was, I didn't want to think that that was the case, but so I quickly ran to the bathroom and, just waiting to see what it was, and the moment that I just pulled down my pants, I could immediately see all the blood everywhere. And at that point, I used the restroom. I filled up 2 toilet bowls full of blood, and I was frantic. I was shaking. I was crying. I couldn't dial phone numbers. I was trying to get a hold of my husband. And with that much blood, there was only one thing that I could imagine happening, and I thought for sure that this was going to be a miscarriage. And so my husband hurried home from work. Thankfully, he just works a few minutes from the house, and he got here. He got Liam in the car seat, and we called my doctor on the way up there and, asked if they could get me in. If not, we were going to go to the ER to see what was going on. Thankfully, my doctor got me in. We went in for an ultrasound. At that point, I was not gushing the blood like I was doing prior. I have a solid hour drive to my doctor, so there was some time for it to kind of stop, but I was still bleeding whenever I got there. But they did an ultrasound, and this was the first one that they did not have to do transvaginally, and they did through my stomach. So the very moment she took the ultrasound wand and placed it on my stomach, we could see baby. And we could see baby's arms and legs moving and kicking and just going crazy in there. And that was honestly like a huge, huge relief to me. Because I thought for sure that this was it. This was a miscarriage. And so, thankfully, our baby's okay. Again, this is now our second miscarriage scare. And so they did the ultrasound. Baby's heart rate was 178, I believe is what the heart rate was. I'll go ahead and show you the pictures from ultrasound. What's funny is when we first started out this process, now, on this one, if you see, those are little legs right there. Sorry, I'm trying to show you. Right where my finger's pointing, those are the little legs. I have a horrible glare coming in. So it's starting to look more like a baby, and I'll just show you these as well. Okay. Anyways, so baby's okay. So what in the world was all this bleeding from? So during ultrasound, they found a what's called a subchorionic hemorrhage. What that medical term means is a blood clot. Blood clot is on my placenta. The way that it's positioned on my placenta, it's not affecting the baby whatsoever. Baby's happy, content. It's not messing up or interfering with baby eating or being healthy or anything like that. So baby is 100% fine, developing as normal. It's basically me, the mom who suffers through this time. Basically, with the blood clot, it usually will go away by itself. Lots of rest and everything like that. The statistics are about 25% of women have this during their pregnancy. A very, very minimal percentage of that 25% actually know they have it, because for the majority, it's never an issue. Doctors never usually mention it to you because there's really no reason to. It causes anxiety and stress for mom. And if it's not interfering, you're not having any symptoms of it, then there's really no point to tell a mom. Which I can understand that, because then we just worry and have anxiety for no reason, and that's not good for baby. So, anyways, I am the small percentage that it did affect, and I don't know if I did something wrong or picked up something too heavy or what that was about, but that was where the bleeding was coming from, was from that blood clot. So, and there was a lot of blood, and so at that point, she told me I needed to rest for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I wasn't on official bed rest, but I needed to, sorry, somebody's walking outside. I needed to rest as much as possible. I'm not allowed to clean my house. I'm not allowed to do laundry. So there's a lot that I am restricted to, as in like physical. But this entire week since I've been to the doctor, it took me about 3 days to stop bleeding. And she told me I could start bleeding again at any point during those next few weeks. She told me I would continue to cramp and be in pain, but there's really not a lot that I can do for that. So rest, she said I could use a heating pad on low, which I know doctors are kind of iffy on that, but with all the pain I've been having, that's mainly something that could give me a little bit of relief. So I've been doing a lot of resting, and I am extremely thankful for my mother-in-law, who has come over almost daily to help me with my little one. And I feel terrible that I've been in bed so many days, and I am truly so thankful to her. Because there's been many days where I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm so sick, I can barely get out of bed. And, you know, she had the flexibility with work to work at my house and to be here with Liam and make sure that he's happy and taken care of. And I really appreciate that while I can get some rest. So a lot this week, I have been nauseous every single day. And I have actually thrown up about 5 times this week already. So it's been quite the week, and this is why I look like this, and I'm just now getting to my week 10 video, almost to week 11. So, all in all, I would take the sickness and everything like that over having, you know, a miscarriage any day. I'm extremely thankful that the baby's okay. So, I'm really, really, really excited about that, and I for sure thought that was only one thing, and I'm really glad that baby's healthy and doing okay and wonderful. So, oh my goodness, hopefully we will stop having these miscarriage scares, and we will just continue to progress through the pregnancy journey. And also some other little symptoms you can tell. I'm broken out multiple places. I've got little places all around my head that I'm breaking out, which for me, I don't ever get breakouts. Even just like on my normal cycle, I maybe get one pimple, like maybe once a month when I'm on my cycle, and that's like tops. But yeah, I'm breaking out, which when I was pregnant with my son never happened. So that kind of goes along with the gender prediction. I know that there's something about, you know, if you're carrying a girl, she steals your beauty. So I'm really excited in the next couple of weeks to be doing that gender prediction test. And Jake will be along with me when we do that video. And we're going to make that fun. So definitely keep an eye out for that video in a couple of weeks. And then, let's see. So I'm basically just recovering, trying to rest. I've taken lots of my nausea medicine lately. So, and cravings are kind of minimal at this point. I think I've probably been craving more sweet stuff than salty this week. I wanted M&Ms last night and brownies, so when my husband went and got a heating pad, he got brownies and M&Ms, which was very nice because I indulged in that. And anyways, so those are mainly the updates. I know this is a bit longer of a video than I normally do. But anyways, I'm just here relaxing on the couch while my little one is napping. But I'm going to show you, mind you, I told you all that I am essentially a plus size pregnant mama. So, but I will show you, whoops. This is my bump. This is between week 10 and 11. So I'm already feeling very large. I'm not going to pull my shirt up because, you know, I've got lovely stretch marks from my previous pregnancy, which I would have no other way. But anyway, so that is my bump. And I'm going to finish relaxing while my little one is still asleep and enjoy a show, kicking my feet up. So anyways, thank you for following along on my journey. And I so appreciate kind words and encouragement. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.